I think you should ask her.
Really?
She won't say no to you.
Really?
Dude.
How are you? How are you? Good. Everything okay?
Yeah, so far, yeah.
I just have to be quiet and be on my best behavior because she sees everything. Everything.
Kylie Jenner has been on a hunt for the perfect new assistant since her longtime right-hand woman and BFF, Victoria Villarroel, quit the position in January 2020. And it looks like she's finally found the perfect person for the job. Let me walk you through the life of Kylie Jenner's personal assistant, McGuire Admonson. Her personal style. After Kylie's first assistant quit, the fashionista and makeup mogul was left quite stressed. After all, Victoria had not just been Kylie's loyal assistant, but also her very best friend, which really helped her run things smoothly. This also meant that whoever the new assistant was going to be, they had pretty big shoes to fill. It was also important to get someone who perfectly represented Kylie's vibe. Someone pretty, intelligent, organized, and someone who had great fashion skills. And in order for Kylie's life to go smoothly, she needed someone who was perfect at what they did. This is probably why she chose McGuire Admonson for the job. The smart 24-year-old is very close to Kylie's own age, which probably makes her extremely relatable and easy to work with. Not just this, she has a great work ethic and enjoys being on top of her game constantly. But what really makes her perfect is her personal style and the way she chooses to carry herself during work. You might not be aware of this, but McGuire has some seriously chic style. That's right, she's quite the fashionista herself, which is probably why she's on such great terms with Kylie. In fact, you can definitely see Kylie's influence on her fashion choices. This is because she also loves the classic high-waisted jeans that Kylie is always sporting. She is also a huge fan of marine Serre pieces and gorgeous silk bandanas. McGuire also has shiny golden locks that she likes to wear in beach waves with subtle makeup. But all of this aren't the only reasons why she's an excellent personal assistant to Kylie. Where she studied. Did you know that McGuire studied at a posh private college called Vanderbilt University in Nashville? Fun fact, this college was actually named after the famous billionaire Cornelius Vanderbilt. She was able to afford university because she comes from a moderately well-off family. This is also why money was never really a huge issue for her, and she was able to land one of the most coveted jobs in the world. McGuire attended college from 2013 to 2017, where she earned her bachelor's degree in human and organizational development. With that degree, she was able to sharpen her personal assistant skills and became an excellent potential candidate for Kylie. The degree also helped her put to work the love she had for event management and organizational development. You might be surprised to hear this, but McGuire was actually one of the smartest kids at the college. During her years as a student, she was a member of the Tri Delta sorority and was also on the dean's list. This means she was always a smart and ambitious young lady. You might find this surprising, but even though McGuire was born into a relatively privileged environment, she has a strong love for philanthropy and volunteered regularly when she was in college. She also volunteered at the Monroe Carell Children's Hospital because she wanted to make a positive difference in the lives of young children in the hospital. She also started building an impressive resume during her college days. She worked for CMT first as an intern and then got promoted to the position of an office production assistant. The organization liked her work so much, they confirmed her as an employee right after her internship ended. During this time, she was working on a whole range of other gigs as well. Did you know that she has also worked as an office production assistant for the 59th Annual Grammy Awards? You might find this hard to believe, but she managed to pull this all off while she was in her last semester of college. That's quite impressive. After she graduated, McGuire moved to Los Angeles, California, which is literally the city for people who like to dream big. And McGuire was definitely interested in more substantial opportunities. Her stacked resume. Anyone who's Kylie Jenner's most trusted employee will definitely have an impressive resume. And McGuire quite literally has one of the best resumes out there. There is very little that she hasn't accomplished yet. After acting as a production intern for the 2016 CMT Awards and the 2016 Artist of the Year ceremony, McGuire had the recommendations and experience to do bigger things for herself. This is why she was taken on board as a production assistant for the 59th Annual Grammy Awards as well. After this huge gig, McGuire became quite well known in the event management and production industry. She had great recommendations and had built strong connections due to her excellent work ethic and intelligence. Soon after her Grammy experience, she was hired by WME, which is one of the biggest talent agencies in Hollywood. She worked as an assistant in the personal appearances department for their music roster. McGuire loved her job at the talent agency, but she clearly wanted to do bigger and better things. This is why she worked there for a year and a half before moving on to be the executive assistant to Brett Bolthouse, who was the CEO of Bolthouse Productions in September 2018. But McGuire clearly wanted to go even bigger and wanted to take her career to new heights. This is why she joined Kylie's team in 2020, becoming the closest and most influential person in Kylie's professional life. Her social media. You would probably expect anyone who works with Kylie to have a stunning social media presence, and McGuire's social media does not disappoint. She regularly uses most online social media platforms and makes posts about her life and work regularly. Her posts have increased during her time working with Kylie and have become more about the fun she has at work and her parties with Kylie and the team. Kylie herself sports more than 102,000 followers on Instagram, who love following her work and also keeping a close eye on the people close to Kylie that she features on her page. This is why McGuire has also built quite the fan base for herself. Her closeness to Kylie and her pretty face have attracted enormous amounts of clout for her. You might not know this, but McGuire has also posted several pictures of herself with Kylie, which got thousands of likes and comments by people all over the world. By the looks of the pictures she posted, the girls look like they were close to each other and were enjoying each other's company. This is obviously great because it's important to work with people you have good communication with. Otherwise, work life can be super stressful. It's clear that both Kylie and McGuire understand that and are extremely supportive of each other. Her job with Kylie. If you're wondering what exactly McGuire's job is with Kylie, you're in for a surprise. Apparently, McGuire isn't just handling and organizing Kylie's corporate affairs. She's also the executive assistant at the Kardashian-Jenner Communications. She got this position in March 2019, which was exactly 7 months after she accepted the position at Bolthouse Productions. It was pretty clear that McGuire was jumping from one job to another in haste. It's possible that this was because she wasn't too satisfied with her job at Bolthouse Productions. And it's also possible that she wanted a new and more fun experience with Kylie and her team. Since McGuire was an incredibly hard worker and vibed well with Kylie, she was promoted from a production assistant to an executive position. After this, she became in charge of a lot of important things that happened at the Kardashian-Jenner Communications. She accompanies Kylie to all of her shoots, organizes her schedule for her, and even accompanies her to all kinds of business trips. That probably means that she has to travel a lot every year. But it's clear that the young assistant loves the time that she spends with Kylie and her time traveling. This can be seen through the pictures she uploads from all the locations. She's taken a whole bunch of photographs on Kylie's light-up marble staircase and her backyard. You might find this hard to believe, but she has taken pictures with Kylie's cars, too. This obviously means that she's around Kylie most of the time. Not just this, she's also probably very close to her because of all the intimate pictures that she takes with her. The trips and the parties. McGuire doesn't just spend time traveling with Kylie for work. The pair also have a lot of fun together, too. She recently shared snapshots from Kylie's latest girls' trip to Mexico with Kendall Jenner in January 2021. This also means that she's close to the other Jenner sister as well. Not just this, McGuire has spent her time traveling with Kylie to Paris and Utah just this year. And on the famous Christmas party last year, she was seen snuggling up to Kylie and bestie Staz at the party. It looks like the hardworking personal assistant is turning into a solid best friend. So what do you think? Do you think being Kylie's assistant is a fun job? Or does it require some back-breaking effort? Let us know in the comments below, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time on the channel.